Okay guys, I'm here today with my finished 17 pounder to show you. Basically, this whole boat action army is about trying new things, and one of the things that I've always failed and sucked at is bases. So I picked up some basecraft stuff and really went to town on the base. I took a lot of inspiration from a guy called Dreadnought on YouTube. He also does historical miniatures. He's got some really nice looking SS and some ancient Germanics, and he has a really nice board as well. It's worth a check out. Basically, this is for my armoured division. I've got the little logo there. I've tried to base it during Operation Goodwood, Muddy, which is why there's water effect, which I use Deluxe model water for. Saw Templars Crusade, I think, do a review of that, which is why I chose it. He also did a review of the basing kit I used, which is the Basecraft's Woodland kit. So it's muddy, but basically during Operation Goodwood there was some woodland areas that they had to advance through, which is what I've tried to show here. I've tried to keep more leaves in the water because I like the effect, and I figured that if it was on the ground, advancing soldiers would trample it in. It would rot, whatever, whereas it wouldn't do that as quickly in the water, I don't think. Which is why there are some leaves on the side areas, but less. I've used tussar grass, tree bark, lichen, I don't know what you'd call it, this little bushy material. It's like painted sponge. I've used two types of scatter, forest scatter on this side, south scatter on this side. I've tried to make it look like they blend in. Again, loads of mud on the front where it's been dragged, little bits of mud all over. There are streaking effects. I'm going to come back in a sec with some still shots to show you what I've worked on, and I'll tell you a bit about what this actually is. It's one of the most iconic guns of the British. Yeah, more on that in a bit. Thanks for that, guy. Okay, this is a 17 pounder anti-tank gun used primarily by the British in answer to the heavier German tanks, which the 75mm cannon and a Sherman couldn't deal with. In this form, it's towed by quadtractors, and it wasn't actually very popular because it just took so much time. It was good as a defensible weapon, but bringing it forward with your attack, it took too much time to set up. The 3-inch guns, which could be pulled by men, was a lot more popular because it could be repositioned quicker in the field. But basically what they did was eventually they mounted this on a Sherman chassis and created what's called a Sherman Firefly to deal with those heavier tanks. What else can I say? Montgomery is famous for his quote, which says, "I'll always send a man where you can send a bullet." I think this gun, even though he was talking about artillery, exemplifies that. This is an example of the overwhelming firepower the Allies had on the Germans in Normandy. 17 pounder could pierce pretty much any tank reliably, even the Fearsome Tiger tank. The Sherman Firefly was so popular that even non-Sherman platoons, such as Cromwell's, would eventually get one, and then by the end of the war, 2 Sherman Fireflies per squad. So you'd have, I think, 3 Cromwells and 2 Sherman Fireflies, and in the platoons you'd have 3 Shermans and 2 Sherman Fireflies. The 17 pounder version, I found a wicked picture of a Guards Armoured one watching over the Rhine in Germany. Basically, that's what I took the inspiration from. That was really muddy and beaten up. It was basically standing guard on a bridge, just in case the Germans tried any of their famous counter-attacks. The 17 pounder was a British invention, like I said, and basically my aim for this was to paint it up really nicely to take to Warlord Games on Friday. They've been kind enough to let me come along to discuss careers after uni in the wargaming world and how to get into them, offer me some advice, discuss internships, etc. And I really wanted to take something to show off. My plan was to get it painted by Friday, but basically I was watching the live stream the other night with Warpart Studios, Painting Chuffy, Chains, and 11th Legion. I think it's called Spud. Cool name. And basically I was just inspired, so I started painting it up late last night. Well, not last night, the night before, and it was finished by yesterday morning, but the water effect took so long to dry. I wanted it to be dry and set before I started messing about painting the rim of the base. These leaves I've added on are stuck on this morning, not even this morning, a few minutes ago. So thank you to all the YouTubers who've inspired me. One of the things I like to get across in my videos is YouTubers, because you can learn so much from YouTube, and that's what I've done with this whole army. Is basically a collection of all the skills I've learned from. I don't want to miss anyone out, so I'm not going to list everyone, but you get the idea. So thanks a lot, everyone. Hope you enjoy it. Got 5 infantry primed up and ready. I'm going to be starting on them tonight, maybe tomorrow. Hopefully get them done by Friday. And I also have coming either tomorrow or the day after, depending on when they've posted it out, a case called the Tyrant case. It's like a carry bag plug foam, Games Workshop size trays, but plug foam like battle foam. And basically I want to do a video review of that because I can't find a video review of it on YouTube. I found one on a forum, but that's not for everyone. It's better if you can see it in action. Yeah, in a bit. Rate, comment, subscribe. Sorry, just popping this on the end just to show you how big this is compared to a Sherman. And let me get an infantry guy next to it. So yeah, it's a beast. We'll see in a bit.